Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is Sven. I'm one of the owners of Smart Money Mastery. I'm from the Netherlands, and today I will tell you about the settings of our indicator. So, first of all, we have the disclaimer over here that will pop up once you open the indicator. So, first, you have to write down I agree in capital letters, otherwise, the indicator won't work. So, let's move on to the first official setting of our indicator. Here you see the higher time frame supply and demand. You can choose the break type, so it will either break structure with the body or with the wick and the body. And based off that, your order blocks and your supply and demand zones will be printed on the chart. With the period setting, you can determine on how many candles you need to determine structure. So if you choose it to be higher, that means you will need more candles to determine structure. If you choose to be lower, the minimum is 2, then you will only need 2 candles to determine structure. But we have it on default on 4. With the time frame setting, you can choose on the lower time frames to see which demand or supply zone is available. On default, we have it on 15. You will also see that printed on the chart itself. We're currently only 1 minute time frame, but the 15-minute demand and supply zones are visible. If I would put it on 1 hour, you will see that the 1 hour supply zones are available. Currently there's no 1 hour demand zone visible because it has been a really big downtrend for EURUSD. But let's get back to the settings. I will put it back on default on 15 minutes. And here you can also see a setting. In the 15 minutes you can actually see the demand zones over here under. We also have an extend higher time frame box setting. If you would enable it, the boxes will be extended to the last candle visible. If you would disable it, it would only plot the zones here, so way smaller. So on default we have it on extend. Here we also have some settings. For example, when a zone is tapped, you can choose to either do nothing, to make the box disappear, or to change the color to make it more transparent so you know that the zone has been tapped. The same goes for when the zone is 50% mitigated, that you can choose to change the color. On default we have it that it will change the color, but you can also choose to do nothing. And then it should change back to the normal blue color over here. But I'll change it back to make it more transparent. And when the zone is fully mitigated, that means that you basically can't do anything anymore with that zone. Then you can let it choose to disappear, so your indicator will also be working a little more faster. Here we have some general settings where you can change the color of the demand and supply zones with together with the borders. You can also choose the opacity over here. It's all customizable however you want it. And then we go to the lower time frame order blocks. Those are the gray boxes that you can see over here. Those are areas where price likes to get back into and where you can eventually trade from. Here we have the same settings as the supply and demand zones of the high time frame in. So when a zone is tapped, you can choose to either do nothing, disappear, or change color to make it more transparent. The same when it's 50% mitigated and when the zone is fully mitigated. We have it on disappear, and we also have it on disappear when it's for 50% mitigated. But you can of course choose yourself if you want to change the color or that you want to make it more transparent or however you feel like. And here you can also adjust the colors of the order blocks from. Our next setting is the fair value gap setting, also known as imbalances. Imbalances, you can either choose to plot all of them or you can choose to plot the structure breaking ones. And those are most of the time the most valid ones where price likes to get back into. But for the example, I will put all the fair value gaps on. And there you should be able to see all the fair value gaps in between. Here's a fair value gap where price likes to get back into. And from here you should be able to get trades from. Also here are some imbalances in the market. Here's an imbalance, 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 and more imbalances. Let's reset the chart quickly. So it's all customizable. Again, you can change the colors of the bullish fair value gap or the bearish fair value gaps, and also from the structure breaking fair value gaps. Let's move to the next setting that we have, the previous session high and low. You can either choose to only see the most recent one, or you can choose to see all the previous highs and lows. As you can see here, you see all the lines, that's from previous day high and lows. So that means always from the day before the day you are trading at. You can also choose to basically remove them. As you can see here. All right, let's quickly disable this one. Then we have the alert management. You can get an alert if a supply zone is created, or you can get an alert if price enters supply zone, which is very handy for people that don't really have that much time to trade. So when they receive a notification on their phone that price entered their supply zone, then they can basically grab their phone and start trading. So they won't waste basically half of their day on looking at the charts. You can get an alert if demand zone is created, or you can get an alert if price enters demand. I will show you quickly how to make an alert. So if you want to make an alert, for example, for the price to come in the 15-minute supply zones, make sure you enable this one. And for the demand zone, it's the same. And then you click OK. Make sure you do all of this on the higher time frame that you've selected in the setting over here as well. Otherwise, the alerts won't work. After that, you go to the alert management over here. You click on the plus. I'm currently in replay mode. Let me get out of there quickly so I can give an example. Okay, you click on the plus. You make sure your condition will be the smart money indicator. And then you click on create. Just ignore this message, it will work. Click on continue anyway, and it should pop up over here any second. I think because I already have it here, it doesn't show me another one. There it is. And then you'll receive a notification on your phone or in your email or however you've set it up on your desktop that price enters your demand zone over here or the supply zone over here. Guys, I hope this video made the settings a bit more clear to you. As you might have heard that English is not my mother language, so I hope you guys can follow me a little in this. Anyway, thanks for watching, and next up we will upload some case studies so you can also see the indicator work in action. Thanks guys, have a good day.